Hi guys, welcome back. So this is the advanced way of creating a very customized audience. Now, if you have followed my last two videos on the audience, I mean you are pretty much there. And now, but if you really want to get into the customization, and if you can, I will suggest you to get into, because it's a business. You are putting your money, your efforts there. There is no point in not using options if you have. So these are the options where we create really customized audiences. So we can create customized option using the data files, website data, mobile app data, and Facebook engagement. So data files are basically CRM, POS, email lists. So basically, if you are using additional like marketing 360 and those kind of softwares, you can extract data from here. They will tell you data which will help you with the identifying your customers. Then you have email marketing. So if you have email autoresponders, so people will subscribe to your email list with their emails, names. You can upload that in CSV file in Facebook. Then you have the website data. So reaching existing customers and those who have shown interest in your business. So it's simple. Those people who are already visiting my website, I can target them on Facebook. It's remarketing. So if you have gone through the AdWords, you know what is the remarketing. We are remarketing our products to existing customers. It's a way of engaging. So it is the second phase. In fact, you can say advanced stage of the second phase where they are evaluating us, and these people have higher chances of converting. So let's say I started with the AdWord campaign, and I'm using Google search and display campaign to drive traffic to my website. I have put Facebook pixel, which is the code, and I will show you how to put that code. It's a code you will put on your website, and through that Facebook will receive data about these visitors. So Facebook know that these people are visiting your website. So even if they used Google search engine to reach your website, next time onward, whenever they will log in to Facebook, you Facebook will display your ads to them. So it's very good way of retargeting. Then we have the mobile app data. This is for people who are using Facebook marketing campaigns to promote their app installation. So again, Facebook provide really good way of customizing and targeting people who are using your apps. Then we have the Facebook engagement. And now Facebook engagement is really good for the local businesses and the people who are not comfortable putting Facebook pixel on your website, or they don't have a website at all. So these people can use their Facebook page to drive business. So as I have mentioned earlier in Facebook page introduction, that for local businesses, especially for professionals, a lot of you can manage without a website if you have good presence on Facebook. So in these cases, you can simply, let's say you create a page and people like it, you can remarket them. So it's same like what you have seen in the last video, people who like your page, or people or their friends. Then we will have videos. So you will post videos on the Facebook, and you can target people who have watched it, and you can even further customize it, who has watched only 10 seconds, or who have watched, or who has watched complete video. So it's like that. So then we have lead ads. So basically you can create lead ads on the Facebook. These are specific ads created to collect the email, list building. So you can target these people. And then you have the canvas, which is a type of content like post, videos, and images. You have canvas. This is kind of specific to Facebook, and Facebook provided. It's really good on the mobile user. So I will show you how to create it. Canvas is really good for the mobile user. So page, videos, lead ads, canvas, they are tied to your Facebook page. So you can directly engage them. So let's go back to Facebook and see how we can create it. So last time we are here. So again, we have to go here. And if you see, we have to go in the audience. Leave. So I have shown you these audiences in my earlier videos when I was showing you the boost post. So whatever, you can create audiences here, save them. And in fact, the right way is to create audiences, whether you use this option or audience insight. So even if you use audience insight to create audience, let's say just create something. United Kingdom and interest is politics. And oh, sorry, save. So if you want, you can save it. Let's say UK politics. So now we can save it. And this Facebook has created audience for us and it has saved it. Now if we go back to our audience under asset tab, remember all tools, asset, then audience. Here we will have that UK politics, and you can see that it's giving us the size and the availability. That is, I mean, basically when you create a custom audience which is based upon, let's say, your website where the traffic is limited, it may take some time because it need that pixel data. So in those cases, instead of ready, it may show something like pending. So this is the page where you will have all these audiences, all the audiences you have created so far. And as I was saying earlier, it's always a better idea to spend some time create your audience, so that when you are creating your uh, Facebook campaign, you can just select it. So if I go back to Facebook page, and I will keep on repeating these processes so that you get pretty good hang of it. So again, go back to Facebook page. Man, this is again taking time. Boost post. And here you can see we have our audiences. So we have the UK politics also here. So when you create the campaign from here, whether it's for boosting your post, exit, or promoting your website, all of that, everywhere Facebook will pull data from audience and show it here. And on a fly, it's not a good idea to launch your marketing campaigns. It will simply cost you money. So here, if we go back now, here if we select these options, the create audience. So now when you click on create audience, it will give you option to create custom, lookalike, saved. These are all more or less same. Let's just start with custom, and then lookalike is basically will use the custom audience, and saved is also similar to custom. So let's start with custom audience. Now when you click on custom, this will give you all this data. So use a customer file to match your customers with people on Facebook and create audiences from the match. The data will be hashed prior to upload. So basically, let's say you are a local store and you are collecting data from your customers, their name and things like that, location. Facebook, you will upload a file. It will be a CSV file, and then Facebook will use that data to perform a match. Now, as there could be difference in the username, the information provided on Facebook or information provided on your store or website, so there could be gap. So don't assume that all the data which you upload here will be matched, but this is a good way of getting data, especially for the local store. I mean, the website traffic, don't use this option. For you have the second option, which is the website traffic. So for this, let's say I have this website. Now I will go and I will put a pixel on this web page. So, and Facebook will start to track this data. So after that, as I was saying earlier, that I can use Google AdWords to drive traffic on this web page. Most of us visit Facebook every day, multiple times in a day. So what Facebook will do, simply it will use cookie information to target these people. So let's say I visited this website. Now I went back to Facebook. So Facebook knows that prior to Facebook, I was on this website. So they will use this information to target me. And then we have the app activity. So this is specific to app user. So for just as in case of website, you install Facebook Pixel. For apps, there is Facebook SDK, software development kit, Facebook SDK. So you have to install it in your Android and Apple apps, and then Facebook will use that information to target these people on Facebook. Then we have offline activity. So basically, this is for local store, which is similar to the customer file, but here it's slightly different because in customer file you were uploading directly data into Facebook using CSV files. For offline activity, you have to create your account on business Facebook. So it's business.facebook.com. And here you will be able to define these offline events and Facebook will integrate with it. So you have to create account on it and then integrate Facebook with it. Then we have the engagement audience. Engagement audience is similar to what I was mentioning about people who interact with Facebook page and Instagram and your content on Facebook. So all these people who are interacting with your page, videos, lead ads, canvas, these are your engagement audience. So, and this is again, you have to keep in mind that engagement audience is remarketing. You're targeting people who have already interacted with your content on Facebook. So this is the phase two. So for custom audience, we can use email address, phone numbers, first or last name, zip code, cities, countries, iOS ID, FAs, Android advertising IDs, and app user IDs. This data, a lot of this data is coming from your business account. Reach people based on specific action they have taken on your website or mobile app. So I will show you in Facebook Pixel video. We have separate videos on that because it's kind of comprehensive. So you can actually target specific actions which your users are taking on your website. So let's say you have these subscription forms. So let's say you visit this website and there is this subscription form. Now here if you enter, Facebook will be able to track this information. So you can target these people who are subscribing to these forms. But then there are people who will not subscribe. They will simply visit your blog and read it. So this is, we can say that view content. So we can target these people in different way. Again, if you are selling something, you will have additional options like add to cart, initiate checkout. You can target these people. So it's really good way of reaching out to the different kind of people, because those who are subscribing to your email list are at a ahead of those customers who are just visiting your web page, and those who are adding content to their cart for stores, but then let's say they are removing it. So these people are in a very advanced stage of the conversions. You can easily target them. So that's why you can have different kind of campaigns targeting different kind of people. So reach people based on specific actions they have taken on your website or mobile app. Avoid spend money on advertising to people who have already completed specific actions. Remarket based on inferred intent. So that same thing. Those who are subscribing to email list or just visiting the page or adding something to their cart, this is what is inferred intent. Then we have the lookalike audience. So again, let's say somebody, you have 100 people who have added content to their cart and then they left it without completing the purchase. Now you are going to target these people for conversion, but these are the people who are going to convert finally with you. So you can create a lookalike audience for these people. And then we have the engagement. So for engagement, custom audiences, we will talk about them in next video, because again we have to cover video, lead, and these kind of things. So but coming back to our custom audiences, you can see that this data is really comprehensive. So here, depending upon your requirement, if you are a local store, first thing is register on offline activity um, on business Facebook, and just create an account. It's free, and then you will be able to add these offline events, and then you can integrate them in Facebook. If you're a app developer, this is the option for you, app activity. And of course, for website traffic, you have to have a Facebook pixel if you are really targeting the website traffic and that side of the business. Whereas if you are someone who's not comfortable with Facebook, website and the pixel and all of that, I mean, engagement traffic is really good. I mean, it's these people really convert well. So we will spend some time on them in next video. Thank you.